You are stolen cows.
We still can't. I feel like the writers, they were too smart, bro.
Yeah.
I think like, having to connect characters back to back, it's
very difficult. The next season 2 is like where he is fully on a Zulu man. I'm telling Luto, like he doesn't want to hear anything. But in the Biela side, there was that one guy who.
Yo, matata ya mutu. It's like on this one.
Yeah.
Tladi was my favorite. He killed that damn role, bro. He killed the damn role.
Yeah.
And then he shot him. Guys, that was the most beautiful scene ever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you see when someone plays a role and you're like, I don't see anyone playing the role. Yeah. That's when you know that was good.
Do you think there's no one who can play the role?
I don't think there was. But then when love is introduced, she becomes really. Yeah,
it's so vulnerable.
Very, very vulnerable. And then it's like.
Shot him. Guys, that was the most beautiful scene ever.
Yeah,
because as that is busy.
Gotta see this puzzle. Break the forming and paint it on as the super foreign. Like Asian hornets coming and swarming, defeat the common. Christ's excellence inside my DNA. Divine elegance, resonant, blessedness that hit the way. Peace before me, I peace myself after falling. Repeat with caution, keep believing in this calling. Answer the call of life and eye for the thoughts of license. Try to author right things via the work of my hands. With that, I know I can take any stone.
Guys, I haven't even told you, but he's been forcing me to watch this. I have to start from scratch. Like, I was like, down to 0 episode. You're already on season 2.
Hey, bro, it was too nice.
Nah.
It was really nice.
Yeah, you're busy telling me about the shots and everything. I was like, okay.
I mean, hey, it was too nice.
Let me just go and watch as well.
It was really nice.
Let me give to the pool. Before
it
we start.
It was too nice.
Okay, let me do intro, Booty, and then we'll go straight to it.
Okay.
Guys, what up? As always, today we bring to you Outlaws. We're just gonna go straight to season 1 and then jump straight to season 2 because we never got to do season 1.
Yeah.
And it was produced by like Teza Pictures, Patu and Gideon. We know they're good in this game. I wrote something here. So the show dives into crime, family. You will correct me. Yeah. Crime, family, survivor. Mm-hmm. But like many South African stories, it sits at the intersection of culture, power, and economic reality.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So what I want us to break down today is like, what is the story really selling? Is it relevant? Does it relate to people? Because like, as much as I feel like they went the Western way to tell the story, there are still elements where I'm like, okay, like it mentioned there, like identity, power, economic reality, and stuff.
Yeah.
So, usually co-hosts break down everything. Like,
dude, I'm here. I have the notes, but you must lead us.
So usually K does that, but today it's my turn, guys. Yeah. So, like we already said, like it follows like crime, family, survival between like the two families. One in Lesotho and then one in KZN, Beckville, right?
Is it Beckville?
Yeah, Beckville, Beckville. Go Okabin or something. Okabin. Yeah. So in this story, at the beginning, they introduced to us like
You're doing season 1 now.
Yeah, season 1. Cool. They introduce Bandile, yes, who is trying to impress his dad to show him that like he's capable of taking over when it's done. And as soon as he does that, the following day the father dies. Yeah, the father is being killed by invaders. These invaders later on, one of them falls in love with Bandile's sister.
Yes.
Right, and then it so happens that like this guy who like invaded the space, his cousin is the one who killed the parent. And then it creates chaos in the family. His name is Leruo and Tladi, they start fighting and then they split because Tladi wanted to be in power. Leruo was the one who was pushing like the squad. His name, they were calling him Sifufan or something.
Sifufan. Then you know it's going down. What's that? I was saying that it's shy.
And then
your cows are gone. Once they say Asifufe, your cows are gone.
Yeah. And then it goes on. And then we have Utladu and then decide, nah, I think I'm gonna start my own thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start stealing cars on my own right now, and then as it goes, he eventually becomes powerful, and then the Ruo falls in love with Sihle, who's like Bandile's sister. And then he wants to live this life because like after falling in love, he just felt like what he was doing was wrong and everything. But then later and very like he comes back. But like the interesting part, like before we go forward, you know, it's the characters for me. It's the characters for me. Bandile, as someone who is so attached to power, culture, right? And then we have Leruo, who's inclined with survivor. Yeah. So I want us to start and talk about those characters because, like, when I look at Sihle and then I look at Bandile, they don't share the same behavior. Like they're different. When I look at Leruo and Tladi, they don't behave the same. Tladi and Bandile, they're the same for me.
I feel like that's what I think at the end of season 2, that's what I realized. I'm like,
so the ending makes sense.
The ending makes sense because these people, in as much as you're fighting for different things, you guys are the same. Because it might be different reasons that led you to this point, but you guys are the same. So that's what I realized. No, these people, they're kind of the same. But before we go to the ending, I think we normally have this conversation about firstborns and stuff. So I think it plays a big role in both. When you look at Bandile's character as a firstborn compared to also the Ruo and Tladi. So like there's the fact that in season 1, episode 1, Bandile is given power or like they're letting him lead as a family man. I think that gets into your head at some point, and like you do realize that as the season progresses from episode 1 to the end of the last episode in season. Because
so stubborn.
He is good, but the power gets to him at some point. Because like the community depends on him, his family depends on him, and then his wife, everyone just depending on Bandile saving the community, and that gets to him at some point. So like the power dynamics and being a firstborn, I think, plays a very big role in his character. So what do you think?
I think, as much as I love Tembinkosi, like in general, I just feel like it's a great performance. Like he always kills the roles.
And I think it went from Shagai Lembe to what he's playing now. It makes sense.
He keeps on
going up.
Yeah. So like what I think about the characters, I fell in love with the character Bandile like in season 1, right? Because I saw him as someone who was supposed to take over and lead. But like I also realized that like at some point, everything gets to him, and that's why he's always fighting with family. He also get to a point like where he was so obsessed with power and just wanted to destroy Tladi and everyone, even Leruo. Till the end, he never liked Leruo.
Yes.
Even like,
he actually never liked anyone who was Sutu.
Yes, he never liked Abesutu.
He makes it a point that he's a typical Zulu man who doesn't like Sutu people. Yes.
Same as Tladi. So they're the same. Yeah, just that Tladi is way better. Okay, so before we proceed, let me go to season 2.
Okay.
So then, in season 2, guys, guess what? We jump straight to Mad Max Farring.
Visuals, everything. Like, everything is just Mad Max.
Costume.
Everything.
Setup. Bro. There's a bus there. Like, the setup in season 2 is insane, guys. We're introduced to a new world where, like, already Tladi is in power. And then, so, Leruo shot him.
Yes.
But they thought he's dead, but he didn't die. And then he came back. And then now it's just like King Mushoshi.
The Undertaker.
So now Bru is back. There's so much power. He doesn't return to the village. Now he's the king in the north. He owns this place which is like hidden. Nobody knows where it is except for people who work for him. And he has loyal guards now. And then, like, I just love the setup. And we're going to come to this when we talk about aesthetics and media. But then, like, what they introduce now, Tladi is in power. Like more than before, because everyone relies on him. Everyone is scared of him in the whole area. They depend on him. He takes like young boys and train them, young girls and train them to be soldiers from a very young age. And then now they introduce again to us Buang, who is like Tladi, who's Tladi's younger sister, wife?
Nyakallo.
Nyakalo's younger sister, who's Buang, falls in love with
yeah, but before the love, she is actually loyal to Tladi's clan. She's very loyal. She's doing everything. She was leading the pack, basically.
She was basically the one who was smart there, according to me.
Yeah, she was the smartest, basically. That's how.
Because according to me, that is just an angry bro who, like, I feel like me and Nolo love talking about this. Like, she says something about, like, I know people hate, who is this? The bro in prison. Didi, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I understood what she meant, because I feel like someone who is willing to like go around, do whatever it takes, always needs someone who is smart to run everything. Tladi, he knew how to go and get everything, but he had no direction, he had no power, because like when he got money, like he bought a car.
Yeah, like, from literally season 1, he got it.
Yeah, you understand? He kept on doing crazy things. So Nyakalo was the one who was paving everything and making sure like everything is in order. So she was like the real queen behind.
She was there.
And they say, but that's what they say.
That's what they say.
But like
we're not saying that.
Yeah. So as we've explained, like in season 1, the love was explored more between Sihle and Leroux, right? And then on season 2, now we explore Mthunzi, who's like nephew yaka Bandile,
yes.
And then Buang, who's like younger sister of Nyakalo, right? And that's where the name comes in, Outlaws.
Yeah.
Right, that's where the name comes in, Outlaws. I'm not sure if I should break it down further or we'll speak.
I think you can, because maybe we can, or like you can break it down, because I think the title and everything, like, look, I think locations play a very big role in the plot. The name plays a very big role. Culture, because this is a thing. Like even in today's time, like there's always when you're on the internet, there's always clashes between. In as much as now it's more on a lighter note where people just joke around about Zulu and Pedi people. Like they end up loving each other. At some point they hate each other. So it's like it's quite of a. I think
there's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot to unpack, and the ending I think is very perfect, because there's love and there's the other side of it, the darker side of it. So
and I love that ending. I wanted us to touch the ending
later on. Yeah, let's just because let's leave it there.
Because so love with so as we were saying, guys, I feel like I tried to break it down, but like not in details, right? So like we say, like when we look at these two families, the one Okabin, which is the Zulus,
the Biela family.
The Biela family, they are trying to protect what's theirs. They are rooted in culture. Bandile's goal is just to
preserve and take care of the farm and everything.
And then on the other side, it's survival. They are trying to survive, but for them to survive, they have to go and steal, which affects other people.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it happens like in daily basis. We've seen this from Tsotsi. They had to go and steal somewhere for them to survive. At the end of the day, it's survival. So it's something which you can always relate on. And then eventually, also, if you can go and notice the very same thing, let's go back to Gangster Paradise, where the main character, Kunene, falls in love with the white girl, but he never liked the white supremacy, because they were taking over Hillbrow and stuff. So like when you watch movies, you always realize that like there's always that thing of like, I don't like these people, but then you end up falling in love there, and then vice versa. So like that's one thing I love about Outlaws, because Sihle and Leroux, they find out late, like, oh, so you're actually from that family. When Leroux shoots Sihle by mistake, he was going to shoot.
I think Leroux knew from the get-go.
Did you see?
But remember, he persuaded her even after he knew. He knew, but he kept it a secret.
But he knew after.
Yeah, after. But like he kept it a secret for some time, and then he still continued because obviously love was not
yeah.
love was big for him. There it overcome and everything. So like he said, nah, I'm choosing love in this case. And
Love is bigger.
yeah, it is. Because
it's not
even with in season 2, when we're following Buwang and Mtunzi's love story, it's the same thing where love is now bigger than whatever family issues are happening.
Yeah.
So that's, but you can continue.
Yeah, so like I feel like there's a lot of things which we can touch on, but I don't think we can like break down like
everything
entirely. But like if you look at how one of my favorite like plot best, and I noticed at the beginning, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna let it play it and go. The first boyfriend, Yaka Sihle, whose father was the one who like started everything and planned everything. He was the one who was leading people who were coming to steal in the farm because he wanted to take over. That for me like was a good plot twist. Like I don't think a lot of people saw that coming. But like I feel like it was on the plain side.
It was there. I think that was actually nice. I even forgot about it because it happened earlier on. And it was, I don't know, the same thing. Like it, I think the play within love and the young couples is important because you see the introduction of, like you said, the love story of Sihle and the first boyfriend.
The first boyfriend.
Yes, it's kind of the same thing when Mtunzi is now being forced to marry the other girl. Yes, so it's like more of you seeing the side of the Zulu culture, what they do and how they do things, in as much as it doesn't work for the young generation. So they are against it. They're choosing to go and follow their hearts in despite what their families think. Because I mean everything was fine. Sihle would have been married to someone who has money. There was everything. Like there was no need to. But then again, she says, "Nah, I'm choosing love."
I'm choosing love.
You see,
very interesting because they use the Lesotho tribe to be the one to represent freedom.
Yes.
And then the Zulu one to be the one which represent this power.
Being kept,
You have to do things our way. And my question to you now, Buti, before we go for like, do you think that power, like the one they try to portray with that family, is it the one which kept the Zulu kingdom intact? Because if you look at the Sotho ones, it's easy for them to break out from each other. Do you notice?
I did. Like every time there was like, I knew that they were gonna fall. It was because they were fighting on their own on the other end. Yes. So I think it kept them grounded, like having one leader like Bandile, as much as he got hot-headed. But it kept them.
Never really like that part, eh?
No, but like he was kind of, she's like from the get go. Like you tell him this, he doesn't take it. They say this, he just says no.
Power.
Like he's like, if he says no, it's chai. Even if it hurts the siblings, it hurts the wife. So like he doesn't care. Like but I think also with the hot-headed part of it, he progresses according to like each episode, and the next season 2 is like where he is fully on a Zulu man. I'm telling Luto. Like he doesn't want to hear anything. But I think yes, it did keep them. It showed maybe. I think it was I would say it's a 50-50. It worked, but it didn't work because they still got their cattle stolen most of the time because there was something wrong with the system. Yes. So it worked, but it didn't work at some point. So it's more of a 50-50 kind of thing.
Because you know what I'm thinking now as you're speaking?
Yeah.
There's always, I feel like something which we struggle with in SA right now.
Yeah.
It's always having to be like in uniform. Let's say me, you, Nolo.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, K is not here.
K is not here.
So.
But what I'm saying is her notes. It's not my words. I signed. Yes, I'm wearing K's everything. So.
So. Me, you, Nolo, K, we're uniform, right? And then there's always someone between us who like step out and
does something different.
And then it compromises the system. It's something which we struggle with in SA. That's why I was saying that like I do love the fact that no matter how they went, like the Western way and whatsoever, it was just so interesting that everything that they kept on touching on still related to now. Like everything, detail for detail.
Even not just now. I think even apartheid was like more of it carries the same thing. Like it was not one man who was the reason why things were that way. It's like
Exactly.
unity, basically the whole thing of unity, the same thing. Like I think that's a very good point to look at it. Or like the reason why things were like that is because of they agreed at some point, but someone decided to
go
like, because in the community, in the Biela side, there was that one guy who
Sipo
Sipo would always want to do his own thing. He wants to shine when other people are saying let's do this. He wants to take them, and it delays them on the progress that they can be made.
Yeah.
So like every time it was always Sipo wants to do his own thing. So
Sipo was Bandile's nightmare.
and you see,
He's nice now. Come and apologize. Fine.
And then he goes
like he was like Sipo was like Bandile's like nightmare.
yeah.
But like yes, Buti, I feel like there's just a lot about like
there's so many.
Outlaws, guys. There's just a lot. I don't know like which direction we can take now.
Yeah.
But like I still wanna go and touch on Tladi coming into power and what it does to the community. I'm not sure like what you think about that, but like we said, I feel like we broke down Bandile the most, but we didn't go down on Tladi because like as much as like they're the same characters, Tladi is something else, unpredictable, doesn't listen like Kemuren and like that brew, like I don't understand, but like he had power and people loved him.
Yeah.
And
did they love him or did they want to?
Were they scared?
Yeah, they were scared. Like there was something. Because there's being loved and just being followed because
feared.
Yeah, like
I hear you.
Like I think there's a difference. But I think for me, when I look at Tladi's character, I'm like, he was more filled with greed. And he was power hungry because he was never satisfied with it. He saw a bigger thing of like, oh, these Zulu people, instead of us going to steal 10 cows, why don't we steal 200 cows? 200, like he just wanted to keep on, and they were like, no, we can't do that. And then
so for him it was in Survivor.
It was in Survivor.
Leroy was Survivor.
Yes.
For him it was
more
like,
on,
I wanna be as them.
Yeah, like he wanted to be. He wanted the power.
The power.
And it at some point it got to a point where like he's like, it doesn't matter whether I kill or someone dies. Because their rule was Leroy's rule, and whenever he was leading, it's like, we don't kill anyone. So he changed those rules, and then he got greedy because, I think that's where everything also started going downhill from that point, where he got greedy, and he's now, instead of being loyal to Nyakalo, he goes...
Get second wife.
You see?
Yeah.
So it was all just...
They're sharing the bed there.
But actually, everyone cheats. Yeah. Everyone in the thing. Bandile goes and he's...
Oh, the police.
Yes. So everyone is like, they like you said, the similarities are there in different forms.
Especially like for Bandile and Tladi. And to be honest, for me, before we even get to performance, I feel like on this one, Tladi was my favorite. He killed that damn role, bro. He killed the damn role. Yes, we hate him for being
but it was nailed. Yeah.
He nailed that role of being dumb and all those things. And I still wanted to, before we jump into performance, I wanted to touch on how they set up season 2.
Yeah.
I can reference it in so many shows, right?
Yeah.
So you can tell there's a touch of Mad Max.
Yes.
By the setup of everything.
Everything, shots,
right?
Whatever.
Shots, and even like how they go for the grading, the look.
Everything.
Then,
even shout out to the directors, even the blocking of like most of the scenes, they were like it was done properly. Everything was just like so perfect in terms of like aesthetics, scene and stuff. And then I go again, I reference from Bandile. You know what character I saw? Yeah.
I saw the character of Ragnar from the Vikings.
Okay.
I feel like they did try to push his character close to Ragnar's character. And with that boy who works for Tladi, the crazy one.
Musa.
Yeah. They went for which character is this from the Vikings? Floki.
Yeah.
If you watch Vikings one day and then you check the character of Musa, you can tell like everything detail for detail. This was Floki, and it was so perfect. That boy like nailed that character like so good that like
I loved Musa's character.
Yeah, I saw Floki. I was like, this is what like I saw from the other side, and you can tell like this is a good referencing for a character.
Yeah.
And what makes me hip about the entire show, it's because they didn't go for one show to reference. They went for many
quite
shows.
a lot, yeah.
So like for setup, they go for this. For scene, they go for this. For characters, they go for
and
this.
And it all worked all together. Yes.
Perfect.
Like it worked really well.
Like let's go to performance.
Okay,
we will never narrative.
I won't finish then. But like it was a great. I think the plot was well done for a television show, I would say, or like for something that you can watch on a daily basis. Like it's you can like look at it, and because we like South Africans were complaining about something new. Like I think for me it was refreshing to watch something about like cows being a center of trade and family wars and stuff. Like it was fresh because it's always drugs. It's always drugs and these other things. But like this was a very we know most people in these settings they have cows, they have these things, like they have all this, and it was a nice play around.
I feel like it reminded us also that like cows will never go anywhere in the center of trading. They will always be big. Everyone who is rich wanna go and start a farm somewhere. Yes. Because they will always be like, because they don't depreciate the value of. They always
the steak is expensive.
They never depreciate. Okay, so before we jump into performance, let's talk about the ending, right? And then before we talk about the ending, I wanted us to touch on something as well. Okay, having a character swap in between, especially the main character, Sihle, right? It was played by Nirvana before, and now it's played by what's her name? Nolutando. Now it's played by Nolutando. I want you to tell me, new season comes in, we have a new character who's playing Sihle.
Yeah.
How do you feel before you start feeling good? Because in the long run, it was you who told me that like you get to understand. Because at the beginning I was like, nah, I'm not feeling it. And then eventually you said like, no, as it goes, you're gonna like, you understand.
I mean, I think maybe I would like to speak from a point where like, we always want to, like we form a relationship with characters. And it wouldn't have been bad to see Nirvana continue through. We don't know what happened. What happened for her to drop or be dropped. We don't know what happened for her to be dropped or to drop the show. But I think when the switch happened, I was like, oh, why? Because Nirvana was good. Her role was nice and easy to follow. Everything was perfect. There was like no. But you never know what directors see or the writers see. If maybe there's certain changes in you as a character, if I've casted you and you're like, I feel like you don't fit the role anymore. Do I continue to keep you in the show or do I change? Maybe there was a conversation they had. Maybe you just never know that a character, maybe someone decides to cut their hair and they're like, I'm cutting my hair. But the character says long hair, whatever, you have to continue like this. And they decide to recast. Maybe something like that. But I think for me, jumping into season 2, it was definitely something that I pointed out. I'm like, we recasted and does it work? Maybe the first few episodes I was a bit trying to, like you're trying to adjust to, will it work for everyone to like, but at the end when the thing ends, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, like it makes sense. Like, it wasn't much of a, I would say noticeable, but it was, you could tell the difference.
I actually forgot.
Yeah, like at some point I forgot. I was like,
I forgot like this character was like someone who came to step in.
But I don't know, you do producing and all those things. You can talk about what happens most of the time when characters get, sometimes people die before the thing die, but we know that Nirvana's not dead. She's alive. And yeah, she's into music, so we don't know what happened. But
it's a tough one. I don't think like it was ever like released to public on what happened in there. I don't think there's anyone who knows. But it could be many reasons, like you said, like there's always so many reasons. Right? And I don't want to gossip. I don't want to.
Yeah, we don't want to go there because we don't know. But like
some
I think
say fired. Me, I know nothing.
Yeah, we don't know. But like I think from
Mara, she's good though.
Yeah, she is good.
She's
but like
good
from a
at what she
performance, Nolutando definitely jumped on the role and she killed it.
It was a heavy role and she
killed it. Yes, she definitely killed it. Like I could. That was definitely beautiful to watch, and you can just go because we can go about it for a long time.
Okay. So this is what happens next, guys. After so many weeks or months or I don't know if it's years, right? They finally get the location of where Tladi is, Bandile, cause Bandile now is mad. He just want to take Tladi out because Tladi has been terrorizing everyone. He's killed so many people. He doesn't care. Then they finally.
You see, before you continue, there's something that they pointed out. Like the whole thing of the plot was always about Tladi stealing. Even when things are going down, he comes back to steal. Hey, that guy
he never really had a pause.
Like him.
Yeah, he never really had a pause.
He kidnaps and holds people hostage. He wants mine.
Trade,
exchange. Wants cows. Like.
So as it continues, finally they get to the place. Mad Max. What do they call the place? I forgot what they call the place. But like, guys, this place, when they introduce it to you, it's way different. The setup is insane. They stay in the bush, like.
They've created a whole like we were selling cows.
We still can't. Is crazy. But we're still coming to aesthetics. But like finally they arrive, they get there, and then Bandile send one of the boys to go and look for Tladi and tell him like if he doesn't come back, I'm gonna kill his father, his wife, and his mother-in-law. Which like becomes a crazy moment where like they both start confessing, lying about each other, like hey, they did this, they did that, all those things. And then he gives them 1 hour. And then 1 hour finishes, Tladi don't show up. And then Bandile does what he said he was going to do. He kills the father. Which is what Tladi did in the beginning.
Yes.
You understand? So how the show started, that's how the show is ending. Right? And then when he's about like to kill everyone, and then Tladi comes back, and then they start having like a moment. We know how we do it the Western ways. There are rules. We don't just shoot each other if we can fight.
Let's go.
We first start with the hands, right? And then they go with the hands.
The blocking of that.
Did you see? It was insane.
Yeah, shout out to the stunt people, the directors. That was nice.
I feel like camera played a very good work. Sound as well. Interesting.
Everything.
Yeah, very interesting. What, like at that moment, I knew Tladi was going to cheat. At the end of the day.
But he's Tladi.
You understand? You are Tladi. And it's Western. We know there's always that guy who's always looking forward to do something which is not planned, right? And then Tladi like asked Musa to pass the gun, and then he passes the gun, and then he starts shooting at Bandile, and Bandile runs away, and then he shot him. Guys, that was the most beautiful scene ever, because as Tladi is busy like doing turning, he doesn't see like he already took a bullet. It's child.
But I also didn't see when he took the shot.
You never see that in any movie, Jidi. You only see the result.
Damn,
there's no movie where they ever show that, especially on Western movies.
That was
so perfect.
That was so clean. Also, the whole Bandile with the
with the two guys jumping, that scene was so beautiful. To a point where I'm like, even if this show was bad throughout,
like this is you see that moment, let's just take that moment and put it there. Yeah, you'll do in post. That moment there, that was everything.
You're gonna see.
You'll see
that scene was insane. That scene was insane. But just when we thought like everything was done, It wasn't, right? Bandile now want to kill every Sutu, even the Sutus who works for him. People who have been loyal to him, like the entire... like he's angry right now. And sometimes with the things which he have lost, you come to understand, or like, his wife was killed here.
Yeah.
He lost a lot of things because of them. And it's always going to be that thing of like, hey, you did this, you did that. And we always like make it like a tribalistic.
Yeah, then it changes. Yeah, so I think that's where like you also get to see character progression and how his motives change.
Yes.
Because it wasn't now about
protecting. It was about
became
destroying.
like, obviously revenge is there, but like it now switches to, you've done this much damage to my life and my family. I will show you that I can also do it.
Yeah.
And at least the greed that Tladi had, also he has, leads to them dying. You know?
You know what I love? Again, something they referenced, a differential, good ending. Right? So, most people, they hated the ending of GOT when Bergman, Mother of the Dragons, was killed after she tried to protect everyone. She was trying to protect the community, saved the North and everything, right? But after saving them, she started killing everyone, right? And then at the end, Jon Snow kills her. The same way Sihle kills Bandile. The same, right? And it was a good ending and a good reference, because when I look at that, I'm like, this is Game of Thrones ending, and it's so perfect. Most people didn't love the ending of Game of Thrones because they fell in love with characters. They loved Mother of Dragons. I loved it too, but I understood like she had to die because this person now is crazy. They are no longer like about protecting. They've lost so much that they feel like nobody deserves anything, and that's what happened to Bandile. At that moment when he killed Tladi was the problem. Now he wants to kill everyone. And that becomes
it wasn't enough for him.
It wasn't enough.
But like when you now talking about Sihle, I feel like Sihle's role really thickens the plot to a deep level. From her deciding to fall in love with Leruo and moving to Lesotho, like as a Zulu person moving to Lesotho, in a place where there's an ongoing war within, between.
There's not even a clinic. She's going there.
She's going there.
She's a doctor.
She's a doctor, trying to save Sotho people who's have like the brother doesn't want, and there's like
she's a good Samaritan, bro.
Yeah.
She was a good Samaritan because like
through and through.
Yeah, through and through. She kept on wanting to do more for people.
Yeah.
And she saw the good in other people, even within their mistakes, their whatsoever which they go through and stuff. She always saw like they're good. So like like, let's call Katlo and ask him. Let's call Katlo. Because like, what do you mean?
Like
there's no way I'm going to stay in the mountains like that when
like,
I have left a farm.
The mother-in-law, when Leruo died, she said she must leave. She didn't want to leave. Like,
Mara, like, isn't this the bond you create with your people? Are you saying that like when my mom is Pedi, right? She left Polokwane up there just to go to Guyana and be with my father. So like when they divorced and separated, do you say she should leave? Because I feel like she's created a bond with the environment. She loved the space, everything about like the space.
Yeah.
What's going on? Can you charge this thing?
I'll cuff it and take it. It's fine.
So like I feel like we complete like the whole narrative. Buang and Mtunzi,
beautiful love story.
A bit underdeveloped though, but I still feel like they touched on the most important thing, because at the end of the day the story was gonna revolve around Tladi. Like it was so always.
We have something to smile about.
Exactly.
Like something
you understand?
Wow.
Cause when like Bandile died, it was a sad moment, but when you saw how happy Mthunzi and Buangwe, you're like, wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you, what is your favorite, like, out of between season 1 and season 2? What is your favorite scene or episode? Like, you don't have to remember the like just a scene that, like, you said, yeah, this is
my favorite.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so difficult. But like things like, I don't wanna say the ending because the ending really like caught my attention. But like I don't wanna say it because it was supposed to do that. It's an obvious it's an obvious scene. So I'm trying to think of like of a different one. Maybe at the beginning in season 1. Okay, let me just put it like this. We'll come back to it, right? I feel like season 1, story-wise, was strong. My favorite, top. Season 2, cinematic aesthetics, strong.
Okay,
they went hard on that. That's what I will say for now. But I'm gonna think about the scene as we
for me, I think one. I don't know if I don't want to say it's a scene, but a specific episode is when Bandile lost his wife, and he goes crazy.
Oh, the grief, like
you see there. I saw, I think, for the first time. From a South African performer or like a performance level, it was my first time seeing. Like, it felt like I was there. Like, I'm the one who also lost a wife or something. But like, it was so.
He lost a wife.
And I was just saying, like, that's how. I was like, how did they? Obviously, I had questions because
blocking, preparation,
blocking and that. But then also it was also hard to understand because they do a lot of time passage because he goes from he goes through all the stages of grief and then he finally has to accept, and because he goes crazy, he refuses for them to bury his wife. He goes up and digs the grave, like.
That was the best performance ever.
Like when he was inside the thingy there, and then they were like, or even on the funeral day where like he came, he was like, how are you guys in my wife is not dead. Like, all those things were crazy. Like,
it just reminded me of Baye.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was giving us a whole performance. He gave us something that's.
It was a theater moment.
Like,
type
when he cries and then he spits all over his beard. Everything was just. I just wanna, like, if we ever get to maybe interview the cast or something, I just wanna know how the environment was in that and him delivering that performance. But that was like, for me, that was one. It stood out for me because I'm like, this strong man who has been left to take over a family is faced with grief, and he has to deal with it and come to terms with it in front of his siblings, a daughter. Now he has another child, and then he, like, there's the nephew. Everyone is there, like, looking up to him.
The uncle,
and nothing is resolved with Tladi on the other end. So things just basically got worse and worse.
Trauma.
Like, there's trauma. Basically it was the parents' death. Now the wife. Like, there was like, everything was just getting.
Community on his shoulder.
You see when they're saying, it's been going down for you and you're not winning, because he was trying to get to Tladi, but he's not winning it every time. And then something big now happened, and he loses someone who was always, because I think, what's the wife's name?
Nyakalo.
No. Bandile's wife. Nolwandle, yes. She always had a way of, like, calming him down, or like saying, strategize before you go to Lesotho or go fight. Like, there was.
Now he has no one.
Now he was no one. Like, but like, for me, that was like the most beautiful scene in terms of how it was done, from the funeral to him being in the thingy, laying with the wife on the bed while she's dead. Like, everything was just so.
That whole episode on its own, like, it was a special episode.
Yeah.
It was a special episode, I have to say. He does the same, but not on that level. On the last episode when he's about to kill.
Yes.
He does these other actions, bro. Like, he started, like, holding the guns to this side. When
the guns go like this.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what's going on in your mind?
Also, the fact that performance edit holding those moments is important. Like, but
he was a good choice for the role, eh?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you see when someone plays a role and you're like, I don't see anyone playing the role.
Yeah.
That's when you know that That was good.
Do you think there's no one who can play the role?
I don't think there was.
Not even Lemu.
I don't think there was.
Not even
I don't think there was.
Wise Man.
Aye.
Baye,
I don't think there was.
You lied.
He's good, but I don't think there was.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
but
there
I
was.
hear you. But like Wise Man is not so good. But I get your point.
Yeah. Because I think Wiseman would have gave the same kind of same even physique and whatever as Tladi. And I think they wanted to go for a different
beat, because you can tell like it's not as muscular as
he wasn't. Yeah, shows, like he wasn't. He wasn't.
They tried to, because like I realized on the fighting scene, I'm like,
Tladi is big. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Wiseman would have kind of like been a more of a close fit to Tladi, but like it wasn't gonna make any difference.
Nah, fair. I hear you. On that one. I hear you. On that
so yeah, but like we can move on into.
We spoke about a lot of things, but we already spoke about Bandile, like the character.
Yeah.
Do you wanna touch on Leroux? His character.
Leroux's character. I think he was faced with a difficult. I think coming from where he comes from, he's faced with difficult things.
And he tried to change that, bro.
He tried.
He even tried to go to Joburg to get a job for him.
And things went down.
Yeah. And he had to come back.
Things did get down for him.
That's why now when you mention he was faced with an impossible situation, I understand, because there was a moment where he was like, I want to go and work for my wife. And at that moment when he does that, you can tell her like, he wanted to do everything for her, but like it never
worked out.
And it goes back to show us like at the end of the day, he had to survive.
Yeah.
When the mother said like, I understand that you love this girl, but what are we gonna eat?
And they were losing the respect on the other side, like from those guys,
the community
and those my top four. Like like this. You see, and Tladi keeps on growing and
leveling up.
You see, so it was just that. Like I think, but he was very. His character was. He wasn't greedy. He wasn't a greedy person, and he kept his respect even when Bandile was not respecting him, or like it forced him to like always go away. He kept his respect, welcomed him, he jumped in when Bandile wanted help. So it was like I think it was a grounded, but obviously faced with difficult situations. Mama's boy.
Yes. He really loved his mother, and like I feel like they had a strong relationship. And now that you mentioned that, I just remembered like the moment when Leroux shot Sihle by mistake, and then now Bandile big, and people keep on coming. They
keep invading us.
But I'm not sure. Let's just jump, cause like we already touched on Bandile.
But like Leroux's character, I think he played it well. He was very.
Like, I heard like he wasn't an actor.
Oh, was this his first time role?
I heard like he was trained.
I'm not sure.
Leroux.
I've never seen him.
Mayeza. Can you check? We heard, we'll just jump in the meantime, but I heard like it was his first time. Tunzi, Tandoluti Zondi, Buang. Do we have to touch on them?
I think
their love story, we explored it.
It was a messy love story. Started in a very funny way. Like they just enjoyed being kidnapped and seeing each other.
It's giving love at first sight. I don't believe in love at first sight. Maybe because it never happened for me. But for them, it's love.
It was that.
Because like, bro was kidnapped. she comes to give him bread. You saw other things. He just fell in love. You forgot about chains. Now I was just in love, which was so interesting. So I feel like we can jump in, because like we spoke about like the triangle of their love. But understand?
I think with the themes and how love is like love softens thingy, the characters. Like Buang was in season 1, or like was she there in season 1?
No.
In season 2. And the thing in season 2 where she's like very like so strong and being Tladi's soldier and everything. But then when love is introduced, she becomes weak. Yeah,
vulnerable.
Very, very vulnerable. And then it's like you see that, and in all instances, or like in all families, love makes them weak in very big ways. And sometimes it's like it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Because Bandile, same thing with his wife, it makes him weak. Tladi as well, his love for Nyakalo makes him become.
She was playing with him.
You see, like, and then he doesn't see certain things. He reads it differently. So love is, I think love is a very big one, in as much as there's all these other things that are big. But yeah, we can move on.
Yeah, have you ever
definitely
read the book, the Idiot? I will tell you about it one day.
Yeah, but definitely watch, guys. I think if you want a packed daily show that you can watch, Outlaws
is the one for you.
Is the one.
Okay, let's go straight to medium, but let's go straight to medium. I know you're gonna enjoy this one.
Because this is my first time being part of the camera, and I'm always behind. You definitely know.
Just pick for me. As many scenes as you want to pick, but let's break them fast. Why this scene? Why this shot? And because I know you kept on telling me about like
things that were happening.
Shots.
I think I won't even break it down in scenes, but I'm gonna say like how there was, you could tell that.
Before you all go far, give first thing high, but like he's from Lesotho.
Yes, they went to find him that side.
So that means he had something in there.
Oh, but this is like his first major TV role.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so. They trained him.
As much as he's trained, he's a producer and director there.
Oh. So he was in film. Oh, okay, fair. Okay, but you were saying?
So I'm saying that in terms of the cinematic and the, what do we call it, the aesthetics of the film, I think from a shot and the editing, the cuts, everything, like I think sound, grade, everything. I'm not gonna break it down per scene, but I would say that definitely direction and composition, the shots, like everything was like you appreciate the B-roll, like those moments when they're just like taking stills of Tladi's clan thing. They like, it's just,
they romanticize the landscape,
like everything. Like you appreciate those moments in those huts at Leroux's family home. Like when there's a scene where it's at night and they have those guys, Tladi's small boys there, and then outside. They're all. Then the framing, like the Mad Max type of frame, like you see,
when you see the whole bars, you see someone standing at the top.
Like everything. I don't know how they got to the point where they decided to say let's use Mad Max as a reference, but they definitely like they cooked with that. Like they definitely cooked with that one. So I think definitely the shots, because I would appreciate the moments where like they're splitting close-up, extreme close-ups, and then it's just
the final scene, the close-ups when they were looking at each other. The end was insane.
So like,
always like see the eyes.
Yeah, so it all worked out. Like I think the artistic choices that they made were very, like they supported the narrative. It didn't feel like, oh, you guys are just putting this there. Like it's there for no reason. Like there were moments where the scenes, they would let the scenes breathe. with sounds, with the music as well. Like the music was very like,
I really enjoyed the music. I don't know why, but like
I don't say I was like, yo, there was something.
So like they had a different music for every place, but like you see like the music which introduced the Mad Max location.
Yes. That one's always good. Like I think they made sure like you get the sense of
those barking there. Is it hams?
Yes, I don't know if it's hams or it's cow sounds mixed with something, and it just blended. It blended so well. Like, and I think that was nice. But yeah, in terms of the grading, that like it definitely like in terms of aesthetics, the choices of the blankets, like we spoke earlier on, we said the blanket.
I did want us to talk about that.
The blankets. Obviously, I think you need to, for Tladi's clan, I think you need. It's not a normal thing.
It's not a normal thing.
So they gave it an identity, and I think with those blankets, with
black, red,
black and red. So they gave it its own identity, so that every time you saw that, you knew that it belonged to.
The music changes. As well.
The music, everything. The world we're in an unknown, because they only revealed the location later on. On the last, literally, no one knew besides those guys. So every time you'd see the red stuff, you're like, oh, we're in Dingy in a whole different. It's unknown to the audience, and some of the characters as well in there. So you have to give it its own special look and feel. So they made sure they do that with the clothing and. Yeah, like the busting.
Everything
was just so different, like
different in the area. And like when you look at the black and red, it does add something.
Yeah, it definitely does.
It does add something. It's not just, those are not just colors.
Yeah.
Because when you're looking at black as like a symbol of power and red as like blood, you realize the type of area you are in.
Yeah.
Tladi will do everything.
Yeah.
And that shows his power and how far he's willing to go to spill the blood and everything. So I really love the fact that they went with the red and black for that.
Hey, Tladi liked soft life, ne? This guy would be having champagne, he had
a pool.
Like he had a pool. And, the gold chains, he liked even from thingy, when he bought the red.
When he bought like the
red
Busheshi.
This guy, like, he just liked soft
Come
life.
to Joburg, was in Maboni at some point. Like, Tladi was enjoying.
He just loved good times, like but like in terms of the aesthetic and
they chopped.
They definitely placed us. I think we also did speak to the date at some point on if you didn't watch.
Yes,
we spoke to Kaya and the things that they've done. So if you've never watched it, check it out on our Instagram. It's there. We did a live with one of the dates on the show. So that was like really nice.
You know what? He mentioned like there was a scene which they were supposed to shoot.
The car ones.
With the horses.
Yeah.
And then they ran away and they ended up shooting without.
Yes.
Yeah, and that moment made me realize like sometimes you could be planning something for a production,
and
it never goes the way you want, but the audience will never know because they see the beauty of what they have.
Yes.
But in your mind you're like
stressed.
With those horses, I could have achieved this. Yeah, understand? So like it just made me realize like,
now you reminding me of the conversation you guys had with Angus, and he said sometimes even as much as you are given 2 days or 3 days to run an action sequence or something when they are fighting, you never appreciate, you feel like
it's never enough.
Yeah, it's never enough. You feel like, if they did this and that, maybe it would actually be outstanding, but the audience still appreciates it because we like this, what we see on screen is amazing. So I feel like that's the same thing.
It always connects because he says like Desiree will always come and say, no, we're not shooting this again.
Yeah.
And then we'll go and speak with Desiree, and Desiree like gave us something. She's like as a producer, you always protect directors' choices. And I understood what she meant because sometimes directors just they wanna do
fun stuff.
Yeah, and as a producer, sometimes we can come and say, okay, it's enough. We understand, but like this is enough.
The point has been made.
Yeah.
Like if the whole point was just for you to kick each other, I mean, you can kick each other in fun ways and whatnot and go the whole
directors are dreamers.
Yeah, like
directors.
And how many directors did they have on Outlaws? Three.
Three. I just forgot their name, but I know.
I know one because I had to talk to him. I'm like, what you're doing there is amazing. So I know Charlie. Is it Charlie Sampson or Charlie? Simpson, yes, Charlie.
And then there's Ntabising. Is it Tabising? Tabising or Tabising? Is it Tau? Yeah, just confirm for us there. But like I know, like they've been working together with such pictures on like the river. So it's usually there's three of them.
So like I think that's also beautiful to like have 3 different people, and obviously they treat different scenes differently and lead them differently, but you come up with a very beautiful
something.
Yeah, something like it's.
And you know what I want to appreciate when you're still on that.
Yeah.
I think we must give our directors a chance to grow because when you direct your first show, it won't be the best.
Yeah.
When you come to a second one, you improve.
Yeah.
You come to the third one, it goes as that. Yeah. And I feel like Outlaws is proof of that. For me, I feel like the directors have improved a lot based on what. And I want to say this also for the DOPs.
Yeah.
Ntobeko.
Yes.
Like the improvement, it's insane. Yes, it's good. It's been good. But what he did for this show is insane.
Charlie was doing one thing.
I always just remember him saying down.
Charlie would come, I think, so that's the whole thing we're speaking about, like the improvisation. Like I think Charlie would come in and basically is a growing director, or like so they let him direct. So at some point, I think maybe one of the directors is not available, or he's sick, is going on a sick leave or something like that. He steps in and he leads certain episodes. I think the same thing with
more like an advice as well.
Yeah,
so
like
something which we saw from Stranger Things. There was a director, the executive producer of Stranger Things. He's an old director who, like, they will always call him when they feel like they don't understand something or they need him, and then he steps in.
So with Charlie, I think that's the same thing they do, but like he comes in on at different times. Same thing on Shaka Ilembe, where one episode might be directed by Angus, then the other one is who's this guy, Zeno, or something like that, where they exchange
and
Adze. So like it's different.
Angus said like he gives everything fighting sequence to add.
Yeah. So like you see there's different treatments that they do, but it speaks to, at the end of the day, it's just like it's beautiful. And
Yeah, go stay at Honolulu and take all the fighting.
We, our producer.
wow. Oh wow.
But like, yes, Buti, I feel like we've touched on everything.
Yeah.
Music-wise, sound design. We spoke about like that fighting sequence.
Yo.
You noticed something. I remember like when we went to Urban Brew, and then the sound designer there like played us a trailer without music.
Oh yes.
And then he came out to show us like what happens when he keeps on adding music, and then you understand the impact which music has. Cause it.
You've been to Urban Brew?
Yeah. Give us a look.
Bro, in Cape Town we've
We've been.
Like, if you think about it, music plays a powerful role. So I was doing editing with my younger sister the other day. So I'm editing, she's doing her homework. So she's like, why do you edit this for like 4 hours? It's 1 minute. I'm like, I have to go with the rhythm. I have to like get everything bar for bar. She's like, why? I'm like, if you cut in the middle of just a song, J, where there's no beat or nothing, people are gonna notice or you cut. Mara like, by psychology, if you're gonna cut with a beat, it never like, people never see it. You say, have you ever watched a movie and then you never noticed like if they swapped from a close up to a different shot?
Yeah, and I think that's
because of sound.
Someone said that like the same thing that they always say about lighting or whatever. You don't want to notice those things, and as soon as you notice it, it means that you did something wrong. Like you need to, if it's the music is meant there to enhance and actually take the story, like whatever feeling the directors and the writers have written on the script, you need to carry it through. Like that's what we need to get. Like if they're fighting, we need to get, like you're saying, that we wanted to feel that the clan is in a different place, so the music is different, and you literally before, even if I'm playing it here without watching, you know that, oh, maybe right now we are at Tladi's thing because the music has changed.
The music changes.
Like everything, the feeling is also different. Like you get a different feeling. So I think that's actually nice. Also, I'm gonna appreciate the title sequence, the music. Kilorile.
No, that's insane. That's what I was looking for. Like like
that is nice. Like that is
they chopped you.
That is like really nice. So yeah.
Now when I think about everything, the title sequence, them exploring the mountains. Like I love the way they romanticize like
the landscapes,
shots. Like it reminded me of what like they did with Shaka Ilembe, like when it came to different shots. Like that was so beautiful.
Yeah,
that was so beautiful. I feel like we've touched on everything.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure if like you wanna have something in closing. You wanna appreciate someone, maybe a producer, maybe Kay.
Thank you to Kay for the notes. Thank you to Kay for the notes. But definitely, I think with Outlaws. I loved seeing different faces quite a lot, man. Like there were so many people that would come in on the show, even as extras. People that I might have known, like, oh, there was an after student, hey?
Oh yeah.
There was an after student.
Where?
On the thingy.
Really?
Yeah. There's this girl who was.
Which episode?
Was drinking with that guy
towards the end.
Yeah, in season 2, basically. When Tunzi was busy cheating.
Yeah, I remember exactly what the girl you're talking about because she looked familiar.
Yeah, so I remember seeing her, I was like, oh, nice. Like,
you are here.
We are here. Like, it's great seeing people that you know. And there was quite a lot of people that I was like, oh, I've seen you, and I'm like, you guys are, doing great stuff. And the fact that they brought that Tladi's side chick or whatever that they call her, she was also great. So, like, great performance. Everyone.
Nyashish.
Nyashish.
No.
Oh, you guys. But yeah, you get it. Like I think there was,
Yeah.
hey, you know, but like it was a very, yeah, it was good. So thank you.
Oh, fast DJ, man.
Thank you for caring for the opportunity. She's coming back. Don't worry, she's coming back.
Yeah.
And
Okay, but in ending, ne?
Yeah.
Tell me, what do you think the story was selling us? What was it selling to the people? Like in your own observation.
my own observation. I'm gonna be light about. Don't be greedy. Like,
Yeah.
don't be greedy because from all angles, those guys they were stealing yes for whatever they were stealing, but they got greedy. It affected. Because if they didn't get greedy, they might have been Tladi's and Leroux's thing could have been big, but it crumbled because of greed and the unity. We need like. I'm looking at from both sides. Whether they were doing something bad and they were doing something good, like
Fair.
they needed to be united. And if you have a leader, follow that. Don't change your rules now because you're seeing that. There's 100 million. Now you're getting
Now
greedy.
you must get
Now you
more
must get
and-
more, like and stuff. So like, just stick to what the plan is always. I think that was like the most important. Like, and yeah, sometimes power is difficult. I think that's like the most of the one thing that power is a very, very difficult thing from Bandile's side.
Bandile's side.
Yeah, the trust that they gave him, I don't think he managed to. His dad shows that he couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it.
And-
And I think now that you mentioned that, I'm gonna touch on, like, I referenced him as Ragnar for this show. At the end, Ragnar comes back and says like, I wish I had never left the farm. Cause remember, like back in the days, they will choose him based on his strength, like how he was winning, fighting and stuff, and then they made him a king. But then at that moment, he realized that like a farmer is much more richer than a king.
Yeah.
You understand? And I feel like even with Bandile, it was the same, because as much as like he had all the power, he was the hero. He did not die a hero.
Yeah.
You understand? So like when you go back to that thing of saying like, don't be greedy. Sometimes we have to listen to other people to advise us.
Yeah.
You don't have to take everything when people they tell you, but like you can grab like
Few things,
one or two, because that's how the world is. You can't know everything.
You can't.
And part of what you know is always wrong.
Yeah, and
So-
like when someone says, "Can you do something?" I think saying no. I think maybe Bandile would have been a different character if his parents said, "You want to stay in the farm and be this family." Because I think it shows that sometimes the people that their things are passed down to, they sometimes can't handle it, and because of trying to make your parents happy, trying to make your own family happy, you end up taking that responsibility, knowing that it's something that you can't actually handle. So he took the responsibility on, and it failed on his hands. So it was like a very, not a proud moment, but
It will do.
it will do for sure. But
Yeah,
like
definitely it will do. Alright, guys, we're at the end. We just watched Outlaws. What we had there wasn't just like a show, guys.
Yeah.
We mirrored reality, culture, history. Everything was explored in one. Aesthetics. Guys, it was a beautiful show, and I hate the fact that it was the last season.
yeah.
And now I'm asking myself, what's Canal gonna give us?
What's Canal gonna give us?
Like,
Because we started watching Outlaws on Showmax.
we ended in DSTV.
On DSTV, like
Yeah, so
maybe next time it will be on Netflix.
Yeah.
You don't know.
nah, shout out to Tedza Pictures, guys. It was really a beautiful one. As we sign out, guys, please go and subscribe, like, share, comment, like, tell them then, like, even
If you are in Lesotho, do. Yeah, KZN, do. Yeah, wherever you are.
Melo was also konzala. You understand? But like, yeah, guys, that's all we say. See the story, see the culture. We are out.